Alright. After 3 years since the first season of The Witch Queen, the season of The Risen, I think it was, with the Psyops Battleground, correct me if I'm wrong by the way, but that's the point. After 3 years and nearly 8,500 hours of playtime in Destiny 2, only Destiny 2, because I didn't play Destiny 1, I just battle within myself, like having a mark sign of darkness and mark sign of light. I faint in percussions or thoughts in my head that I want to don't play the game anymore, and I still want to play the addiction that is the game called Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is a game, and I'm gonna bring it to the table right now. I played the mobile FPS game called Modern Combat 2 Black Pegasus, free for the nation and for 0 hour from Gameloft on mobile devices. Back in the day on iPad Air and iPad Air 2, lately on Monocord 5 when it was published years ago. I know what it means seeing a franchise that is loved by thousands and maybe millions of people, if it comes down to like a specific game franchise like Destiny, Call of Duty, Star Wars games, GTA. If all these games have like certain issues and they start to decline in population and in like shared bond between people that love and have the same passion for this game, and this is where I come in and speak out loud what exactly is the problem and what kind of steps do we can like put in charge and put in as solutions to mitigate the damage that has already been inflicted and has already cast upon the people that still are in the game. And today I'm gonna bring a short collapse, and just to be all on the same page, so nobody is like, oh, what the guy's talking about. I don't write scripts. People say you should do that when you do a YouTube channel, but I straightly talk from the bottom of my heart and from the deep thoughts that is my honesty, because I am like Elon Musk. I stand behind literally the meaning of freedom of speech, so I speech what I think, because it's always better to say clearly out what we think rather than punching each other faces, because we can't handle the heat of argumentation and stuff like that. But argumentation on one end is like a coin which has two sides, and people always say, oh, it's just like this guy talks again, and oh, I'ma just do anyway what I want. So free speech should always be considered as fair criticism and as like well-received words that should shatter someone's mind and maybe like inspire them to change into a certain way, because the way that they do right now isn't affordable or like isn't as good. And as to speak of like physic actions like punching each other's faces, I would consider like people that DDoS people in the gaming world, for example, or do like doxing shit and stuff like that. This is like things that I don't stand behind, but speaking literally quite out what you want and what you think of is the way that we should all be. Let's get back to the video and to the Destiny 2 topic. On Tuesday at 19 o'clock German time, Bungie updated the game into the Edge of Fate expansion, or how we say DLC, downloadable content, and brought a variety of changes to the system that, and I be very clear right now, that all German people that build a goddamn fucking company have written onto their walls saying never change a running system. And with that quote reflected, or like maybe like printed onto Destiny right now, bro is like sitting somewhere and saying, bro, I'ma have an idea, I'ma just do it, I don't give a fuck, and let's go down the toilet. This is what Destiny 2 is at the moment. The game system is, and I literally, for the people that don't know what I'm speaking of or what I like supposed to mean, or like what I want to clarify is, imagine Call of Duty right now. Imagine Call of Duty Black Ops 4, where you had these specialists that had like Zero had her disruptor nade that can like EMP little things. You had like Recon that can put a sensor dart somewhere. You have like Ruin that has his grapple hook. You have Crash who has his ammo package and stuff like that. And over again, like many different kind of abilities and many different abilities and damage things. The guns that we have, specialist guns like the flamethrower from Firebreak, the MG later of the robot from Black Ops 3 that was Reaper, the Shatter Die or like Shatter Jump from Ruin, or like the Graviton Stomp, Graviton Spike. I barely can remember what it was. Anyway, the grenade launcher from Battery, and like on and on and on and on. You get the point, okay? You get the point. What I mean, like they had abilities and ultimate abilities, just like we have our super, which is like Well of Radiance, Golden Gun, Nova Bomb, T-Crash, all of that. And right now, just like to be metaphorically on a like virtual image in your head to compare it to Destiny. Imagine right now in Black Ops 4 you have a system, every gun, the ICR, the Rampart, the GKS, the MX9, all of them make a certain amount of damage, which is coded into the game, and this is how it is. Every gun has a certain amount of damage that it makes. Maybe you can equip on these abilities like a grenade, like a Molotov cocktail, a throwing knife, which makes also a certain amount of damage. And right now, just right now, okay, where the crazy shit comes in, just imagine Call of Duty was like Black Ops 4 was like maybe half a year after its release was like, yeah, you know what? We're just updating the system like we never did before. And they're bringing armor sets. They're bringing armor sets into their game. And it's like, bro, like you pick up this armor set of Crash, and this is like, it increases the charge rate of your ammo pack, while the other Crash in the enemy team doesn't have this. And these ammo packs, for example, have now with another set of armor. When someone picks up armor, when someone picks up this ammo from the ammo pack, like this tiny thing that Crash deploys on Black Ops 4, yeah. Right now, if people like pick up this armor from your Crash in your team, the first magazine that they shoot after they pick up this ammo, which like literally refills your current magazine and like doubles, I think, the amount of ammo that you can carry and makes it like gold ammo or something. Right now, imagine one armor set makes it that your ammo pack recharges faster. Another ammo pack, for some reason, because they have stats right now, makes it so you get more damage. So you get like the first magazine makes like more, like 10% more damage of each weapon that you have. Or like another stat is like for like maybe another hero like Zero right now, her disruptor nade can like blind you, for example. Not only can she EMP your abilities and like your already placed stuff like Torque's what is this, like this, his wire fence, his like Recon's sensor dart, ruins mid-air grapple hook or something, like, you know what I mean, the idea, like metaphorically spoken, you know what I mean. And right now, the armor sets for the specific heroes make somehow changes that were not there before. Maybe they are well-minded on one end, but this is not the point that I have for this video, because we are here to talk about decline and to talk about negativity, because this is kind of what the shit done that Bungie has implemented into the game on Tuesday. And back to the point. So for some whatever reason in Destiny, we before had grenades, supers, melees, and a weapon that had made a certain amount of damage because we crafted them. We gathered the borders, we gathered the god rolls, and we had certain exotic armors that were like buffing, for example, controversial whole buffs the damage and the duration of the vortex of the vortex void grenade on the warlock. Was it Celestial Nighthawk that buffs like the 3 golden shots, the golden gun shots on the hunter. I don't know what the Titan thing was. There's this thing on the chest that literally doubles the damage, or like not doubles, but like highly increases the T-Crash like effect. And right now, for some reason, Bungie's like, yeah, we just resetted the power cap for some reason because numbers were too big, and like. This is the first problem here. Who said the fuck that they were too big? The people on Bungie? Bro, people play with this system for the whole final shape. I even mean, like, if I'm not correct, like I don't have like a huge data pack in my mind, or like somewhere uploaded on YouTube where I can check what I say sometimes, but correct me if I'm wrong, but 2020 was the power already when we were at the last season of the Lightfall saga. Or was it 1810? Like, I don't know. Maybe it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was the Lightfall. Sorry. So the cap at the final shape was 1900, if I remember correctly, and the hard cap was 2000. What the fuck? The hard cap was 2020 and the soft cap was 2000. So like basically Pinnacle was like 20 difference right now. The soft cap right now in the game is, as far as I understood, is 200 and the hard cap is 450. If I understand correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I heard, that the hard cap right now is 450. And the new DLC, which changes our like power grinding again, launches in around, like basically in around 10 months. 10 months to grind like 200 to 450. This is 250 pinnacles. You can get pinnacles, or like back in the day, you could get pinnacles once a week. This means 250 weeks. You know how many years that is? That is more. That is literally nearly 3 times the amount that you have until the new DLC launches. 10 months is 10 months like 4. This is like 40 weeks. 40 weeks. Like I don't shit you here. I don't shit you. This is like 4 weeks that you like 40 weeks. Sorry, not 4 weeks. There's like 40 weeks that you have to grind Pinnacle. That's it. And that's not the topic of the iceberg yet. The other thing is, for some reason, again, back to the super, I know that I lost trace sometimes, but I just literally intellectually want to rant in this video. This is why I'm being so loud and so fastly speaking right now. For whatever reason, they made stats to make more damage to certain abilities like melee, grenade, super, whatever. It is so goddamn unnecessary. Nobody. I literally bet. I literally sit here and bet right now the whole shit that I achieved in this game, which I so literally quite love and get addicted to over the like past 3 years of my playtime in this game. I got so addicted to this game. I would bet this whole account right now if I literally say nobody asked for the changes that were implemented to the stat system that we have right now. Literally nobody asked for that. Nobody. And the streamers, like Cross right now, quite literally, like every streamer or like guy that has YouTube channel that is like somehow affiliated to Bungie, or like is like, but let's be honest, like cocksucking at Bungie, and like, yeah, I'm a drive there, I'm gonna ask some question, but I don't give like criticism or feedback there because I don't want to lose a good relationship. And this is where the, like, in my eyes, one of the biggest problems in the gaming market, or like in the gaming sort of like community like transparency and connection to the game developers about like changing the game to the better kicks in. This is a topic for a different video, by the way. But bro, for me, nobody asked for these changes, and it's like, why? Like, you have a working system, you have a good system, and you overthrow it because, hey, yo, let's be honest. I don't give a shit anymore. Let's be honest. Because you have the audacity. You have the audacity and the absolute amount of insanity that people work there at Bungie that are like, are literally physically and biologically a boy and a man and thinks he's a woman, bro. Like, there's a whole video out there that literally explains why LGBTQ is like kind of madness these days and has like gives like no value to the human race, because like people who fund and support this movement are just like there to divide our like population in the Western world. And over TikTok, for example, the only people that literally benefit from that is like the East Bloc, like China and Russia, and maybe North Korea, but North Korea is not involved in this, so it's a different topic as well. But back to Destiny. I'm sorry for losing trade right now. Sorry. People these days, we have work. This is how we pay the game in the first place. We have work to do. So I work on a daily basis at 7 o'clock in the morning German time until like 15 o'clock officially, but each time I get finished by my work at like 15:30 or like 16 o'clock in the afternoon. So I like work 8 to 9 hours a day, 5 days a week. I have good money to spend on games sometimes, yeah, that's not the problem, but I don't have much time to play these games, and I just had fun the way Destiny was before they changed the system right now. My whole purpose in this game was to help people get weapons from Salvation's Edge, teach them how to flawless run Root of Nightmares, or like run Root of Nightmares in the first place, because I fucking love this raid. To play Kingsfall as well, because Kingsfall is also pretty enjoyable. Vow of the Disciple, which is kind of dead. Nobody plays Vow of the Disciple anymore. But here we are today, and nobody actually is like, yeah. To be freaking honest, nobody at Bungie, from my point of view. Nah, wait. That's the wrong point. Nobody at Bungie, from an intellectually point of view, is in touch with the whole community's problems, issues, wantings, desires, and feedback whatsoever. People literally like, look at Fortnite. Look at goddamn fucking Fortnite. It's a kindergarten game, so to speak. Literally, it's a kindergarten game. But yet they managed to have like a huge success from the beginning until today, because they do what the people wanted. The old Roman Empire had like bread and games, like in German Brot und Spiele, yeah? Bread and games, that's what the Roman Empire had. They had bread and they had the fucking games for the people to keep them entertained. They gave it to them, not because they were like financially profiting from it, but to give the people some extraction from the shit that is going on again in the Roman Empire, for example. Which brings me back, metaphorically, to Destiny. What did you guys give us to make the game better from what it like back in the day was? You gave us 2 new subclasses and new weapons. What do you give us right now? You just change the meta from like season to season. Like it was like linear fusions again in the last season. It was like it was swords once, it was grenade launchers once, and people like me that like use microcosm all the day right now, or like use still use rocket launcher with explosive light because it's still solid, not bad, not good, but solid. Instead of like balancing the game around not having a meta that is like so overly progressive used, or like not so like proactively used all the time, and making everything in the game valuable at a certain amount of range, you guys literally changed meta again all fucking seasons for whatever reason. I don't know why. I don't argumentably, I don't understand why do you do that? Why? Why do you shift the meta all seasons? Why? You have so many weapons in this game, and only a variety of them, like literally quite a few of them, is very useful in certain situations during the entire game, bro. Like, this doesn't make any sense. Why don't you like bring up weapons, delete them after the meta is over, bring in new weapons, and say these weapons are meta, you crafted them, you leveled them, but guess what, after the season ends, we delete them out of the game. Like, for me, it comes down at the same end. Things are useful, they get useless, other things get useful, then these other things get useless, and the cycle repeats over and over again. And why some people love some weapons, like I love Nullify right now, I love BX Arbella, but BX Arbella doesn't have heal clip, so I put it in my wall. I used to love Colors Mini too, because it was like, the sound is great, the design is great, the perks are great, like Unrelenting and Incandescent was very good, with like Wither Horde and back in the day, E-Gauge Sword on Warlock speedrunning. But bro, right now, these weapons are useless because they get like literally kind of replaced by newer weapons, which is totally fine. This is not like the big issue. It's, I mean, you could literally do like the new perks as well onto the old weapons, just saying, but this is also, again, maybe a different topic, because people literally always, like, okay, not always, but some people mention on certain Discord servers that Bungie could easily bring all the new perks that they developed over like the last like literally 1 year and a half to all the raid weapons, like the Vow weapons, Kingsfall weapons, like the literally weapon perks that we have on the weapons, which are like the Wall of Glass weapons, which are one of the best game weapons, game widely in endgame content, like the Corrective Measures, Has Vengeance, and Predate's Revenge. These weapons are so goated. Why not make like, yeah, like why not make like the Finds of Jasmine dropping with opening, it drops with opening shot, but like why doesn't it drop with Kinetic Tremors, for example? Like with Kinetic Tremors or like Bait and Switch. Yeah, why does like Smite of Marine not drop with Kinetic Tremors, for example? Yeah, just, and again, like why does not the Vow of the Disciple weapons drop with what is new right now? Like kinetic tremors is like as well. Like why does like what is this thing called again? The MP of WoW? Is it? Bro, do I need to really look on Dim right now how this weapon is called? Because like my brain is fried out sometimes because I'm renting Destiny right now. How is this MP called, bro, from Vow of the Disciple, bro? I need to look into Dim right now. This is so embarrassing right now. I'm sorry that you guys have to hear this right now, but I just lost track. It's called Submission, bro. Okay. Okay. Yeah, kind of acceptable, bro, though. Yeah, anyway. Sorry. Yeah, but like, again, so as well as the power grind where I was before. Sorry that I lost track, by the way. Like I don't write scripts because it's like you just write them down. You have emotions while you write them down, and as soon as you read them, you forgot the emotions that you had while writing them. This is the whole thing why I don't write scripts. But back to the time thing, because it's like the thing that I should speak about more. People these days, we work to pay the money that built the company behind these games, that makes it profitable, and makes it so the company can pay the people that work behind the scenes to make this game still a game that is profitable and makes money in the first place. So it's like a cycle that continues. And if you, on one end, literally try to put on a white, the circle doesn't become a circle anymore, it becomes an oval. And the oval is metaphorically standing for that on some ends of this oval, like on the bigger parts, there is like a huge thing that you should investigate to make it a circle again. And on the other hand, like there's a short squeeze, which actually is metaphorically standing for like maybe less fun, for like lesser players, for crunching of developers that have like get faster burnout and stuff like that, or developers that leave the company. And the people that literally pull these whites onto the circle that forms it into an oval are the people that quietly destroy the circle that was once the game, that brought fun, brought a cash flow into the game. And those are the people that we here in Germany call failures, quietly. Like people that work this way in a company and like make the working circle of like money flow into your company, makes it into an oval. These we call failures in our country here in Germany. It's for me like it doesn't make any sense. But back to the like why people do this, by the way. But to be honest, we don't have much time these days. I don't have the time again to crunch myself to get fucking level 200 plus or something. Like they should have let the system stay on 2020, to be honest, because people had fun in this game. People like were helping other people, like I did. Some people were like playing only with their friends and played the same stuff over and over again, which is fine because they maybe have fun as well in this game. There's nothing wrong with having fun in the game that you play all the time and spend money in. And to bring it back to the metaphor like of Black Ops 4, so we all are on the same page, what I brought up earlier. Because nobody right now, intellectually spoken, nobody can tell me difference. Nobody can say that I am wrong with what I just like literally argumentably brought to the table. The way that they changed the game right now is so stupid, and nobody asked for this. And with the arguments, I actually proved like that you make more damage with a grenade, with a melee, with a super. Why not let the game stay what it was? Because it was a easy, overseeable, understandable system, and for the sake to save Destiny 2, the game that many people love, I'm like quite literally, I hope you guys shift the game back to like what it was and back to like what we loved. And yeah, but like because I don't see the beneficial of the system, and maybe right now some people are pissed, like the people, how the YouTuber says, like people that literally cocksuck Bungie every day and like defend the company from every bad and good, or like defend the company from every bad, not good, but yeah, like the game was fun, the game was addictive, but right now if I start Destiny, I see the power decrease again. Like I just made this up right now. Like I just like found the solution in my head how to like metaphorically explain this. It's like GTA. GTA Online, for the people that don't know what I'm talking about right now, GTA Online is all about money. If you have money, you have fun in the game, because you can spend the money on things, you can buy things. You don't need much then in GTA, and you can maybe help other people. That's what I do sometimes in GTA. Host like terabyte missions and CO work, so you make like under an hour, you make like maybe 500,000 or maybe more. And if you do this like 6-7 hours, for example, on like a weekend, you make like $3 million, maybe even more. Like, okay, now like, what the fuck? Like, maybe like 3, 4, 5 million, maybe, if I counted correctly right now. And that's it. Then you can like provide fun to people. It's a bit work. And back to like what I mean in the first place. GTA, if you don't have money, it is grinding. It is not playing, it's grinding. And for the people that work at Bungie right now, I'm gonna clarify one thing. Grinding isn't gaming. Gaming is, I turn on the console, I have what I want, and I play the game to have fun. This is gaming. Grinding in a game, intellectually said right now, grinding in a game isn't fun. It's like working. And if you come from work already, or from school, or from apprenticeship, or like maybe like if you have like if you have a vocation, for example, yeah, you come from vacation, you relax with your family, with your buddies, like you maybe even were on the funeral, on a wedding, whatever, yeah, you understand what I mean right now. It doesn't matter, because again, gaming is about fun, having fun, doing stuff that you love to do. Otherwise you wouldn't do it. Like you maybe watch like a TV show over and over again. Like I watch Marvel Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sometimes, like Vampire Diaries, like the originals until season 3. Like NCIS, I have like a complete box set of season 1 to 12 over here, and I can literally turn it on right now, and like for the next 3 days I just need to get some food, and I will have fun to watch the series. I know every single line. I could rewatch Star Wars: The Clone Wars all over again, like for the 50th time right now, for example. Yeah, this is what fun is. I have something, I could turn it on and just have fun. And Destiny, what does Destiny do? Destiny is a live service game, and what does it do sometimes? It evolves, but doesn't evolve towards fun. It evolves every like 6 to 8 months. It evolves into a chaos that is working in a game when I already come from working, bro. Like, the people that defend this shit, bro, hey, it's totally up to you. You can, like, these people, okay? Let's be really honest right now. Really honest, okay? These people, these YouTubers, that people that maybe even have a family like Aztecros does, yeah? These people, they don't have a complete and normal civilized life. They just start their console, play like 8 to 12 hours, and then they care a bit for their family. And the whole day of them is like gaming, and then like maybe play, like then do something with family, then go sleep, shit, eat and repeat, and then they are again playing. These people don't have to work 8 hours a day like we do to literally gain the money we have to spend on these games, to literally like a doctor does, to like pimp you with stuff so you survive the crisis that is your life, to have the fun that you have, like to pay for Peace Plus, to pay for Destiny, like so they can still produce and manage to hold on the servers for this game, which is again which is the cycle that should like balancely, like the 4 elements in Avatar, like that should go balanced on and on. This is the cycle that needs to be protected, that needs to be going perfectly, circling around and going over and over again. This is healthy, this is good. But what Destiny does is, or right now does, is they just have the circle and they just overthrow it. They just like straight up overthrow it into something nobody asked for. And I'ma just be really honest, I'm so pissed at this game. I'ma watch the day 1 race, but I don't have any intentions. The new auto rifle is quite the only weapon that I just want right now, nothing else. And I just want to get to power 200 fast and want to see how much, or like I want to see like where you can get armor. But the thing is, again, I don't want to grind in this game anymore. Destiny is not a game where I want to grind. Destiny is, or like should be like GTA. I have a lot of money, I can help people, and that's it. I know that not everybody is the same. That's totally understandable and totally correct. But the problem is, why do you overcomplicate a game for the people that literally were good and understandable and helpful for the people that were new into your game? Why do you overcomplicate the game for these kind of people, like me, for example? Why? Like, argumentably, intellectually argumentable, how do you justify this? I say you don't, because you're retarded. Because you're straight up LGBTQ brain corrupted, brain cancerly retarded. That's what you are, basically. Yeah? That's fucking basically what you are. Okay? So, from the bottom of my heart, Bungie, I give you this advice. I would even give you more advices right now. Like, we are the part of the video where I give you advices, okay? Let's go. Like, you just right now, you need enhancement cores to enhance weapons and armor. And you need these enhancement cores to buy enhancement prisms. And enhancement prisms to buy ascendant shards or ascendant alloy. And here kicks the problem in. People that aren't like I am. Like, not a guy that has like 8,500 hours in 3 years achieved in this game and has like equal, like a good amount of like enhancement cores, enhancement prisms and stuff like that. And maybe good armor in his wall that is like sleeping for the bad case, which is the update right now. What do you create is basically you create a paradox. You create a paradox of shit in your game. Okay, not a paradox. Paradox is the wrong word. You create like a breakpoint. You create a straight breakpoint, like just like imagine you go on a road, but the road doesn't have a corner. Like it doesn't has a rounded up corner, like going turn to left or turn to right. It has straight up a 90-degree corner to the left and right, and because you don't see it, you go full speed in it. And when you're not taking a drift speed to the left or right, where you could take like a curve, like a Tokyo drift for example, you just straight up fly off the mountain into the fucking trash, or like into your fucking death. This is what the game is right now. People that are there to help people are confused. New people that literally were overwhelmed with the old content and still had people that could like tell them how to do and like what to do are overwhelmed as well, which creates the paradox, which is like, bro, should I play the game? Like, should I get into the system? Should I learn? Or should I say, bro, like this is too much, I might just leave? And this is the point that you should on bare bones avoid into a game which is a live service game like Destiny 2. This is exactly the point. Exactly the point that you should avoid. But what do you do, bro? You like there, standing up there, like you have a wildfire up there, and like the firefighters fight the fire with water, bro. And you just stand there, and you have like a gallon of petroleum. You're just like, bro, just fuck it, let's throw it into the fucking trees so it can burn more. Like, this is what Bungie is right now. But don't worry, here comes my help. Bring back upgrade modules. Like, I mean, they're still in the game, but they don't have any use anymore for whatever reason. Like, literally, you haven't. This is madness. This is like madness that I even need to think about this. This is so, bro. This is. Bro, imagine you have an item in your game that has the name upgrade module, bro. That is there to enhance weapons and armor. And you're like punching like, oh, let's fuck it, bro, for whatever reason. And what you do is kind of basically, bro, you just like, oh my fucking god. And that's because I now to upgrade weapons, but we have upgrades. What do you do with them? Oh my god, you don't do anything with them. Oh my fucking god, bro. Like, quite literally, why did we bought them in the first place? Why did you actually develop something called enhancement? What the fuck, enhancement called? Why did you develop something that is called upgrade module if it doesn't have any use today? Why? Why do you do that? Why? Like, literally, I'm just a guy that intellectually loves to rant, to death argument people into silenceness, into non-existenceness. Why do I have to make a video against the game developers, against the game that I is so addicted to? Why do I need to do that? Why? Oh! Oh! So much anger right now. But like here, like listen. Bring back upgrades modules, like how they work today before. Bring back the old system. Like throw the system that you have minded right now. Throw it away. Just be clear and say, we just maybe might it is like a good idea, but maybe for the do Destiny 3 that we maybe will develop like in 10 years, who knows, because Sony's gonna like devour us anyway, and like they're like, bro, maybe like we're gonna spend some money for Destiny 3. Maybe that's a good idea, the social hub, like the portal, and like this new system change and stuff like that, so we can literally bring on new armor in Destiny 3, which is already working with these kind of stats and stuff like that, blah 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 blah. But into an existing game with a system that was in place before, like back to Call of Duty Black Ops 4, which I was using as an example, metaphorically, bro. Like you just play Black Ops 4 like half a year with like how it is today. Like you just like have operators with certain abilities like Crash with his ammo package and with his TAC 5 health over stimulation, which makes like 200, like 150 HP to 200 for like a certain amount of time until you die or until you get hit, for example, which makes you like literally win a 1v1 with easiness because you have like 50 HP more than the enemy does. Or like Zero that can hack like enemy attack chopper, or like they can hack your like torque barricade, or like she can hack everything in the game. So the same goes, like quite literally the same goes for all the other like operators right there, like with the Recon guy that can like sensor pulse like wall aim through walls, and not wall aim, but like has like wall sight through walls, so it can see you even from miles away through multiple walls, and has a sensor dart like a drone pinned to a wall where you can like everybody that walks near it is get detected like as soon as possible, and so on. You play this game Black Ops 4 right now as it is for half a year, for half a year after its release, and all of a sudden they're implementing a system like where you can pick up armor, like where you get armor after you maybe completed certain challenges, or like after like a random amount of playtime, or after like a certain amount of wins. And for some reason, like literally for some reason, nobody knows why, your like stone package, like stone package, it's called in English, the package that Crash drops with this ammunition. For some reason, like you have like a piece of like chest plate right now for Crash, and it drops with the ability to like regen your package faster by 25%, and like his legs, like you just like get boots for Crash right now, like boots. You get boots for Crash, which makes it so when someone picks up ammo, or when you're like maybe you yourself pick up ammo, your next like magazine that you fire up upon someone makes like maybe like 20 or like 30% more damage, which is kind of OP. And all these changes right now are just like so made that you only can get these armor, which like you have like good and bad armor stats, and the good armor stats is like behind like a 5 win streak straight. And maybe you're a guy that plays SBMM lobbies, and like you have some failure because some people were smurfing, for example, and you don't get this armor, and other people get this armor all the time, and then they have OP stat armor. Like for example, if you come now to Ruin, for example, or to Recon, not to always take Trash as an example, Trash, what the fuck, to take Crash as an example over again. Let's take Recon as an example, okay? So like maybe his legs make it so when you like pop a sensor dart somewhere, you get a second sensor dart that like literally not only reveals people within its circle, but always like literally quite marks them through the wall like his ultimate does, but only if they stand in the circle. So you can literally see them, what they are doing. Like for example, maybe they stand still and like reload. You know, they're reloading, so you push them and kill them because they're reloading. Like for example, if it comes down to Zero right now, her disruptor nade, for example, if you get good armor, her disruptor nade can basically not even like EMP things, but can like overtake them for like 3 or to 5 seconds. So which means you, for example, hack a Crash package somewhere, and you get the beneficial, because like he has this upgrade thing, you get this beneficial that you make more damage with the next magazine of the thing that you just hacked, or like that you just like corrupted, so to speak. And the problem that creates with this game over time is the people that started the game newly or was making a pause, because Black Ops 4, to conclude this right now, Black Ops 4 is like Destiny right now. It's a live service game because like we don't get any new Call of Duty right now, so it's like the last Call of Duty ever made. It's live service, blah blah blah. And the thing is, newer people or like older people that have made a break don't have this armor, are confused how to get it and what it literally does, and the people that are actually playing this game every single day are so dominant and so OP over time that they like literally ruin every single lobby for beginners. And you are now the company that wants to get money from it, but the people that literally have everything in the game are like, okay, each season pass costs me like €10, and each season pass is like coming every 6 months, so they make lesser money of that. And this is Destiny right now, because people that have everything in the game, okay, like, sorry, I need to row a bit back. People that have everything in this game right now in Destiny are the people that love the game and pay for the game. People that are confused with the game right now, and you are people that like found it a bit overwhelming to start Destiny 2 in like the final shape or even before it a bit. Where like, bro, this game is so overwhelming, I don't have much people because they mostly play solo, because they don't have like a huge friend circle. They relied on people like me to help them, to like get them into a group of other people, and you just like all of a sudden overthrow all your system that was easy to understand and easy to navigate through, even for newer people, to explain how the system works and like what stats to focus and whatnot, depending on which class and which build and stuff like that, which extra is good to use, stuff like that, like which is not OP but still useful, like microcosm for example and stuff like that. What you do is, bro, you just like have a population of people that pay, like a customer circle. That's what we say in Germany, like a Kundschaft, like a like Stammkunden. That's what we call them in Germany, Stammkunden, which is like a customer circle of people that always come into the shop every single day or like every single month to see what's new and stuff like that. You just create a circle, or like you just like cut the circle and try to get new people, or like to rewind your system for some reason. But nobody asked for that in the first place. And to round this up, bro, I can't help people anymore because I'm lost, like, in this game in the first place right now. I'm lost right now. I can't help people. I can't do shit in the game right now, and it's just like, it doesn't create fun as it used to, and I don't understand what the problem is to not have fun in the game. Or to have, like, not to have fun, but to have fun in the game. Sorry, wrong English. I don't understand what the game developer's problem is with having fun in a live service game and to rewind the system that nobody asked again for. To make a new system that nobody understands, that is, like, bro, we need to investigate to that shit for some reason, what the fuck. People that literally were like the old rabbits, like in Germany you say the alten Hasen, the alten Jungs. Like the old rabbits, so to speak, in German. The old people that were like, bro, crafting, it's like so, I just want to grind for the god roll. Bro, you can't do that. You just need to grind patterns. Yeah? I had this conversation, by the way, with a friend of mine that was helping me with flawless runs from different Discord server. Shoutouts going out to you, Marco. The thing is, if you are a guy that plays a raid over and over again, if it is in rotation, which is a different topic, by the way, for this real talk, because I'm not finished yet. If you play a raid right now in Destiny 2, you get patterns for a weapon. This weapon has maybe use, or has maybe no use. Like, it's maybe good, it's maybe not good. Has, like, maybe good synergy perks, like Hatchling, Slice, Demolition, like Incandescent, Heal Clip, like maybe Withering Gaze, or Shoot to Loot, or what is synergizing perk as well? Like Chill Clip, Kill Clip. Kill Clip? I don't know if Kill Clip is a synergizing perk. I think it's not, because it doesn't synergize with the focus. Like Incandescent, yeah, Chill Clip. Jolting Feedback, Volt Shot. Destabilizing Rounds, Repulsor Braces. Like all these perks. Like, they're like perks that synergize with the focus, that with a like super ability that we play. And this is a well-minded and good system, but the thing is, the amount of playtime that you put into the game to get the weapons, to get the borders for the weapons that you desire, is the same amount of time and the same amount of materials to craft it and put it to level 17 so you can like enhance it once more. is the same amount of time people spend it back in the day to grind one god roll. Mathematically said, okay? Like, this is where intellect comes in. So the people, because I know what I'm speaking of, I just, like, literally hunted some of the only enhanceable weapons in Season of the Revenant and Season of the Heresy, or like episode of Heresy, whatever, you know what I mean. I just hunted some of these god rolls on like the what is this thing called again? Like in Sundro Doctrine, I hunted the god roll of this trace rifle, which rolls with slice and explosive beam, I think. I chased the god roll of Chromatin Rush on Grid Skipper in the Prison of Elders, which wasn't fun because like it's a bit like primitive and annoying activity overthrown with ads that have a huge amount of health and were taken down a bit too slow on some occasions, and like the timer shit and stuff. I hunted a god roll on other weapons like the Summoner in Trials of Osiris with Heal Clip and Incandescent, of the Exalted Roof with Repulsor Brace, Withering Gaze, Repulsor Brace, and Destabilizing Rounds. I hunted Joxer's Longsword with, what is the god roll on that again? With Repulsor Brace and Withering Gaze, or with Repulsor Brace and Destabilizing Rounds. In the Crucible, I had to get like a enhanceable god roll of the Coronius at the Guardian games. So literally, like, all this experience showed me what it was back in the day when crafting was not a thing, when you need to grind for a specific god roll to get it. And I am intellectually a guy that literally wakes you up right now and says the amount of time you spend in a raid to get the borders collected, to get the certain roll crafted, and the materials you need to get, like even the time you need to invest to get the materials to craft this weapon in the first place. It is the goddamn fucking same amount of time you spend than chasing one god roll and to enhance it. It's the same amount of time. So the people that actually quite sit there like, oh bro, grinding needs to be rewarded, and grinding is like, bro, it's so much better to craft weapons. Bro, you spent the same amount of time! The same fucking amount of time! Are you retarded? The same goes for the Onslaught weapons. Luna's Howl, Incandescent Heal Clip. The same goes for the Ergo Sum with, like... What is this thing called again in English? The Gjallarhorn ones. The, Bro, what are these things called in English? Wolfpack rounds. Wolfpack rounds, yeah. Wolfpack rounds. The same goes for the Ergo Sum Wolfpack rounds with the shotgun frame, like where you can press R2 like it throws a big objectile somewhere. Caster frame, yeah, caster frame. It took me ages to get that roll on Void with Wolfpack rounds and with caster frame. It took me ages to get that one. It took me ages to get like some of the borders in Wall of Glass of the Found Guilty or Found Verdict. It took me some time to get like a Breakneck with god roll. It took me a time to get this New Pacific Epitaph with Chain Reaction and Rhyme Stealer, I think. Yeah, Rhyme Stealer. It took me a time as well to get the Fallen Guillotine with Eager Edge. And I got it once, very lucky, with Bait and Switch and Frenzy, which is kind of good. The same goes for the weapon Hammerhead on Onslaught, for the Mountaintop Bro, and again, yeah, the people that literally say, "Bro, crafting is so goddamn boring" and stuff like that, blah 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 blah. These are the same people that would say my whole video is just like big yapping around, but it actually isn't, because mathematically spoken, again, it's the same amount of time. It is the same fucking amount of time you spend in an activity grinding for one weapon's god roll instead of going into a raid and fucking get the borders collected to craft this miserable shit of a gun. Because the people that say, bro, but what's about the seasonal weapons, like the Season of the Echo? Bro, you goddamn moron, bro. Do you think the season engrams that you required to print this gun over and over again and get some lucky red borders so you can craft it? The engrams, do you mean they just run out of the sky? Do you mean they rain out of the sky into your hands? No, you need to play season activities, and this is where time comes in again. You just play the season stuff to get these engrams. You spend the same amount of time to get these engrams than you spend to craft the weapon or search the god roll you desire. But bro, I just lose my shit right here. I just need to drink something. Give me a second, please. This is so exhausting after a while to talk so much and don't drink or eat something. Give me a second, please. Ah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like, for me it's not understandable how retarded people are these days defending Bungie, and like quite literally, like, why do OGs and like all rabbits in this game like are so torn apart right now. I just want to succeed with Destiny. I want that Destiny is still a good game. I want that Destiny still delivers the fun that I feel. Why am I addicted to the game? But the reality right now is this isn't the case. The game is causing so much pain that I'm sitting here and playing Overwatch again, which is most of the time so unbearable that I just turn the PS5 off and watch Netflix or Disney Plus again. Shows that I've watched like literally 50-60 times because I'm so close to break my TV or to throw my controller against the wall. And to say this very clear right now, and people that still are watching the video right now and hear me speak, I speak this from the bottom of my heart. I grew up with games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and Modern Combat 2, Black Pegasus, Modern Combat 3, Zero Hour, and Modern Combat 4, Modern Combat 3, Fall Nation, and Modern Combat 4, Zero Hour. These games were great. These people were fun. The people that I met on social media related to this game were good buddies and good friends that I still have contact to, a lot of them. And I can see developers these days, especially from America, that literally sit there and ruin every single cell of fun that we have just because they're stupid, money greedy, or don't know what to do with the games in the first place. The only game where actually substantially fun was delivered to the people that still played this game was Fortnite. It hurts to say that because I dislike Fortnite with every ounce of my being, but the only game that like quite hold the loyalty to its player base was, maybe will be Fortnite. It's a tough pill to swallow for me, but that's the case. Sorry, I'm not lying. It's just reality. Yeah, the only game that does this is Fortnite. As much as it hurts. But back to Destiny. I think I just literally quite said everything that I have to say about this game. I'm sorry that this video is this long, but here are some shortcuts how we can save the game. I like how to improve it. We need certain amount of like enhancement cores need to be added into finishing a raid encounter, for example, into a dungeon encounter. Every raid weapon that is like quite literally dismantled, every dungeon weapon that is dismantled should drop at least one enhancement core. If you get the EXO of a raid, even if you have it, and you dismantle it, you should get at least one enhancement prism and 5 enhancement cores. The same goes for each dungeon EXO weapon that you get. Each EXO weapon in general that you get, if you open, or like if you get like a world EXO engram, and you just like you should be able to open EXO engrams while you are on a world, and you don't need to go to Raoul for that. And if you open them and drops a weapon and you dismantle it because you already got it, it should drop also 2 enhancement prisms and like maybe 2 enhancement cores. The same should go for raid armor. If you dismantle raid armor, it should drop 1 enhancement core all the time. Because grinding enhancement cores for the newer people that needs these things to now enhance weapons, to enhance armor, like to power up, so to speak. And to also like upgrade the new armor that they get, and that maybe have like a low amount of them, like a literally low amount of them. And if you don't deliver this shit to the people, they gonna quit your game. And maybe these are people that spend money into your game in the future, like I did. Destiny right now is literally failing a lot of people with the system they do, and turn off many people, even old people that love the game and still hold on to this game, and have a lot of remorse if they leave the game right now, like I do, for example. But the reality is how to save the game as well. You aren't rewarding people that play rated dungeons at all. You didn't look into Gambit. Gambit needs a complete overhaul in my opinion, like with newer maps, a specific kind of like new modes and add things that you can do into the game. And from my point of view, you can continue the game right now how you wish, but it will fail hugely. I guarantee you that. Maybe we will come back to the Star Wars thing, but the weapons that we had, mostly seasonal, from the season of Revenant and from the season of the Heresy, most of the weapons there were so actually like quite shit that I didn't got any of them besides the Exalted Truth, for example, or still some of the Onslaught weapons, which were from Lightfall, not from the seasons of the Heresy or seasons of the Revenant. The Wall of Glass weapons were a fine addition, but I mean it doesn't matter if they were repriced right now or repriced like a year ago, because they're from the raid and that's it. So just in turn for the season weapons of the season Revenant and season of the Heresy, most of the weapons from these episodes are so goddamn trash. And even the weapons right now, besides the new kinetic weapon, which rolls with kinetic tremors and something else, as far as I'm informed, it doesn't bother me at all, these weapons, and the same maybe would go for the Ash of Iron weapons. It feels sad to say this right now, yeah? I feel remorse for saying that right now, but maybe even the Ash of Iron's weapon will be completely trash. At least for me. I don't speak for hundreds and thousands of people, but I think on some occasions and on some points that I had through this video right now, I spoke for hundreds of thousands of people. And on how to save the game again, reprice the dungeon weapons of Grasp, reprice the raid weapons of the dungeon weapons of Duality, by the way, maybe of Spire as well. Of course with the Deep, of course. Reprice the weapons of Kingsfall, Valve the Disciple. Reprice the weapons of not Garden, but what is it again? Bro, what's his raid name again? Yeah, maybe only from Kingsfall, Valve the Disciple. Every other raid weapons right now are pretty okay. Maybe even Crowther though, but I don't know many people that love Crowther or play Crowther in the first place. And at the end, I just sit here right now again. I see dim. I scroll down for the weapons that I have, watch the level, and remember if I watch my YouTube channel right now and the videos that I uploaded. I just had a lot of fun in this game. I want to have fun again in the game. But the system that Destiny has right now and the way that they go right now is... It doesn't make intellectually said any sense. It's argumentably not even defendable, the system that we have right now. There's literally nobody that even arguments with me in my YouTube channel commentaries right now under this video, by the time of watching this, of course. Nobody of you guys can argument against me, because one sentence, you guys be quiet, literally. I know that's arrogant though, but if you have as much playtime, as much passion bleed into the game as I did, you have this amount of arrogance to defend the game how you once had it in your possession, how you have it once in your heart. And to end this video, because it's nearly an hour long right now and I don't want to torture you guys anymore, this game has a special place in my heart of all the games that I've played since I turned 10 years old. And I still want to feel this passion and this heartwarming and this joy that I had to help people go through the game again. but with the way the game is right now, I don't have any probability or any possibility to continue playing the game with like good feeling in it. I don't want to like abandon the game at all. I still want to try to get to level 200 and maybe see like what is up in store again.